Hey guys, how's everyone?
Hello, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. So just call your friends, remind them to join the class. We'll start in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, should we start? How many students are there? Only 25 are there. Okay, that's how it shows. Hmm. Okay, so there are some messages. Good evening, Vikas. I'm fine, Mahesh. Thank you. Thank you, Ayush. Yeah, Vikas. Thoroughly okay. Yeah, cool. Let's start the class. Okay, let me just give me 1 second. Okay, here is it. Yeah, it's great now. Okay, those who want, they can open their camera. Let's have some introduction first of all, then we'll start the class, okay? What do you say, guys? Okay. Okay. So, my name is Ali. My full name is Ali Nawaz Haider. And I have worked before in delivery and currently I'm working in Amazon as a software developer. That's all about me. A small and quick introduction. So before we start the class, I'll just want to know if one of you, if you are okay with that. So it will be okay if you want, like, if you guys want to introduce yourself, you can, one by one open your camera. If it is not possible, don't open your camera, then you can give an introduction. Okay, so I'll just call out some names. If it is okay for you, you can open your camera as well. Otherwise, no problem. Just 1 second, okay? Yeah, let's start. Okay. Yeah, Ayush, can you just give a small introduction? No, let us all know about you. And like we have reached this far, so we should actually introduce yourself with confidence and tell Kia, you can also include one thing in your introduction, like what topics you are strong in DSA. Okay, what topics you feel in you're strong in, not like basic topics, leave them. If it is something from tree or from DP or heap or graph, any topic you feel you are you are good in or comfortable in, you can just tell me. Okay, let's start from first of all. Let's start from Ayush. Yeah, Ayush.
My name is Ayush Malya. Uh, I'm an 2022 year pass out in computer science and engineering, and I don't think so that I have some strong topics, but I can comfortably code for like stack and binary search, and trees for some time. Uh, bas.
Great, 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 great. So yeah, how you're looking yourself in future? Like, do you want to, like, you are focusing on job or is it something else?
Currently, my focus is on job, but let's see.
Currently, you're focusing on your job. Like, what does that mean?
Yes.
So, is there something else which you are focusing in white? Like, if you see from uh,
Earlier, I was thinking of an option for MTech, but right now I am focusing on my job, and if I want, I can pursue MTech later. I will.
okay, great. So yeah, firstly we'll
Yeah.
just quickly give some introductions. We'll get to know each other, and then I'll tell the agenda of this module and everything, and then we'll first thing is we should know each other, right? So okay,
Yes,
great, Ayush. Thanks a lot. I think I had taken your class in some other module
yes, sir.
in module D, right?
Module two for
Oh,
linked list.
okay, okay,
Yes.
cool, cool. Okay, Bharat, do you want to explain? Do you want to give an introduction?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. I'm Bharat Kumar. I completed my engineering in 2020. After my graduation, I started preparing for a uh, UPSC exam, but I given one attempt. I failed in prelims. Due to some family background, I started. Means I want to continue my study by working to do the job. As a plan B, I'm preparing for SD means programming courses in Accio jobs.
Got it. Great. Thank you. Thanks, Bharat.
Thank you.
Yeah, Akshat.
Hello, sir. Akshata this side. Good evening. I have done my engineering in computer science and I have passed out in the year 2022. So, first, my target was to prepare for UPSC, but because of certain reasons, I had to drop that plan. And then, after I completed my graduation, I joined AccioJob and I focused to get some skills. And now I'm looking for a job. Yeah.
Okay. Understood. Got it. Okay. Yeah, Ankit, go on. Okay, Ankit, would you want?
Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello, sir. I'm Ankita.
Okay, Ankita, yeah.
Yeah, I have done my engineering in 2018, and I after that I was preparing for UPSC. I've given two attempts.
Oh,
I've
nice.
given mains also, but somehow I couldn't able to clear it till now. So recently, around July, I have decided now to get a job, and so I have joined IQ.
Okay. Okay, okay. Great, great. Very nice. You reached two mains. That's a big thing. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Ankit Banerjee, he's not here. Okay. Arun Bhadoria.
Yes. Hi, sir. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you.
Yes. I am Arun Madhauria and I am from Gwalior, Madhya Pradesh, basically. So like I have completed my graduation this year in 2022 itself from Maharana Pratap College, and I have completed computer science engineering, uh, BTech stream. So, and right now, like I am also skilled in web development, so I needed to learn more about this full stack program. So I joined this AccuJobs program for the skill set for
Okay.
front end and back end. So my target is to get a job in this field, software development.
Okay. Are you focusing any particular company or you're okay with any company?
No, currently I'm not focusing on the company. Currently, I'm looking for a role to start my career with.
Okay. Okay. So you're okay with any company. Got it.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Chaitra?
Yeah, hi. Sorry, I was in mute. Yeah, I have completed my graduation in electronics and communication in 2020 pass out, and currently I'm working in HCL Technologies, and I decided to shift to other company, so I have joined Echo job. Yeah, I'm good in intermediate DSE.
Good. Which topic you are familiar
So
with? Like,
now,
are you familiar in trees?
yeah, trees, linked list, in binary search.
Okay. Have you ever read about graph, DP, heaps, these type of
Yeah,
topics?
yeah. For DP, I'm watching Striver videos. So nowadays, I'm learning DP.
Good, 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 good. Okay. This was
Mm,
Chaitra, right? Thank you, Chaitra.
yeah.
Gaurang,
Hello, good evening, sir.
good evening.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you're audible.
Yes, so as you know, sir, my name is Gaurang Sharma. I belong to Jaipur city. I have completed my BTech from mechanical background in
Okay.
2020.
Okay.
And after that, I have worked for 6-7 months in core field
Mm-hmm.
of mechanical itself. Then after that, I have to left my job due to some family conditions.
Okay.
And for almost 1 year, I was at home and preparing for sort of I've tried a lot of things like government exams and all. Then finally, I have also tried for web development also, and then finally I find out about this course which is providing uh, a better opportunities. So I chose this.
That's great to hear. Okay, Imran.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hi.
I am from Pune and I have completed my engineering, computer engineering from Pune University in 2020. And I have to do the job in software development field. That's why I'm joining the AccuJob.
Understood. Got it. Jagannath.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
So my full name is Jagannath Mahapatra. I'm from Odisha, basically. I did my graduation in electronics and communication engineering back in 2020. Afterwards, I started working in my own startup. It was basically an edtech company where we used to teach high school subjects. Recently, I got placed at RSL through AccuJob itself.
Great.
And I'm trying to upskill myself and learn advanced topics so that I can go for like better opportunities.
Got it. Good one. Okay. Congratulations for the placement.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Jay.
Good evening, sir. So, I am Jay. I'm currently in Delhi. I have graduated in May 2022, and I have done BA in Foreign European Language and Intercultural Studies. And I'm currently looking to complete a full stack, to be placed as a full stack developer. So at the end of the day, the aim is for the MANG companies, but in starting, so if any is possible, to get a start into the line, that's my aim.
Great. Great. Good to hear. Good to talk to you. Mahesh.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I have completed my engineering in information technology from the Savitribai Phule Pune University. I am basically from the Pune. After the completing the graduation, I have worked as a software test engineer in Amdocs. After that, I wanted to switch to the development, so I have joined the AccuJob.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Manvit. Manvit is not here. No problem. Mayank? Okay, so you guys are afraid to give the introduction? There must be some issues. It's okay.
Hello, sir. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. You're not audible. Can you speak up, please?
Hello, sir. Good
Yeah.
evening.
Good evening.
I'm Mayank Misra. As you know, I have done my BTech in computer science background. I passed out in 2022 itself. So in college there was not much opportunities in placements, and neither there was some good teacher a proficiency level in data structure and all. So I joined AccuJob to learn it. Currently I'm in
Okay. Yeah, Nirang?
Yes, sir. Hello. Am I audible?
You're audible.
Okay, so good evening. I'm from Maharashtra, basically from Shirdi. I have completed my engineering from the background of mechanical engineering, and now just joined in the July month in the AccuJob. So that to get the opportunities in software field. So that's all about myself. Okay, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, Pratima?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
My name is Pratima Bansode. I'm from Belgaum, Karnataka.
Okay.
And, I have done my graduation in civil engineering and passed out in 2019, sir. And then I worked under a civil engineer as an assistant, but I did not see any career growth. That's why I wanted to switch my career. So I have joined this course. Sir, that's all about me.
Okay, thank you. Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Rohan?
Hello guys, I'm a computer engineer, passed out in 2019, and for last couple of 2 years, I was preparing for UPSC Civil Services examination, although I didn't get what I want there. So right now I'm back to my graduation field and working here to become something which I can proud of, like rather than going for money or something like that. And due to the same reason, I also opted for UPSC. Now I'm trying my luck.
Okay. Okay. After Rohan, Sanjay? Sanjay, yeah. Okay, Satish?
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, hi.
Myself Satish, and I am ECE graduate. And I passed my BTech in 2020. And after that, I worked with a manufacturing company. Basically, it was a company in mechanical field. So after that, I wanted to change the career side. That's why I joined this course. Hopefully, we'll do that soon.
Yeah. Good to hear you. Yeah, Shivam? Okay, Shivam is not here. That's okay. Shoaib, Ali, and Ali.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hi.
My name is Shoaib Ali, and I'm from Kota, Rajasthan. I completed my graduation in mechanical engineering from Rajasthan Technical University in the year 2020. And I have a 3-year experience in mechanical sector.
Okay.
And for better job opportunity, I choose a job.
Great. Okay, yeah, Umesh. Only two more are there after Umesh.
Hello, everyone. I have completed my master's in Master of Computer Application in this year. And from last 3 years, I am working the XC technology, non-coding part. And from July, I have joined the AccuJob. So I can switch in coding.
Okay, good.
That's all.
Okay, Venkat?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I am Venkat Narasimha Reddy. Like I have been recently completed my BTech in Electronics and Communication Engineering in Chaitanya Bharati in Hyderabad. Like, and I also like done some basic projects in Android development as well. So I want to look my career in IT, in software development. So I joined IQ job.
Okay, understood. Got it. Okay, yeah. Vikas.
Hello, sir.
Hi.
Sir, I am Vikas Singh. I am from Azamgarh, Uttar Pradesh. Currently, I am in final year of my BTech in IT from Garhwal University, Srinagar, Uttarakhand.
Okay.
Recently, I had qualified GATE with All India rank 2100, and then I joined the Q job. Thank you,
Great.
sir.
Great. Okay, guys. So yeah, that's about like, no, I think I know every one of you. I know from where you are coming, and I have some sort of idea, like, how much you know, how much you are familiar, like, your background. I have some basic idea. Okay, so yeah, first of all, a big congratulations to all of you. Okay, because it's not easy to reach to model 4. Honestly speaking, it's very tough because you have to clear a lot of interviews and all. And it shows that you already have a strong understanding of DSA. It proves, okay, because you have already know about tree. Not only know, you are actually a good in trees. That's why you are clearing the interviews, right? You are good in stack queues, okay? You are good in hash map. So these topics are not easy. Linked list. And mostly, honestly speaking, in interviews, you can expect topics from these topics only, okay? You can expect questions from these topics only, such as trees, linked list, okay? Tree is very frequent. I have seen in my interviews, I've seen tree questions a lot. Most other than any other data structure, I have seen tree questions. Yeah, I'll rank it to the top. So you already know those things, right? You already know. Now, then what is the need of module 4? Here comes the reason, right? What is the need of module 4? Okay. So I'll tell you, let's say you get a job of, let's say a company is coming, okay. Let's say they're offering around 10 LPA, 12 LPA. Okay. Some of you might be happy in that, right? And you can go for it, okay. And you can go for it, and they might not ask very advanced data structures such as DP, graph, okay. So heaps, segment tree, try, and all, right? They might just ask questions from trees and hash map, and you know that, right? You already know that you have cleared interviews. You can just sit in that interview with confident. But as I told you, it's possible, right? You can get a question from tree. It's very frequent, but it is not written anywhere. You will not get a question from DP. You will not get a question from heap. You will not get a question from graph. It is not written anywhere. I have got questions from try. I remember a lot of questions I've got, like in one interview, he asked me around 2-3 questions only in try. He was not interested in any other data structure. He was just asking questions from try. So yeah, you cannot just be very much confident if you don't know all the data structures, right? And if you want to make a difference, okay, the difference is like, if you want to make yourself available for only 10 lakh, 12 lakh LPA jobs, or make yourself available for 50 lakhs, 60 lakhs, 40 lakhs. I'm not like, it's not a very big figure. 40 lakhs is not possible. No, students are getting it, freshers are getting it. So if you want to just erase that difference, you have to learn some important topics without which you cannot say that you are mastered in DSA. Okay, so if you want to sit in interview with a confident that whatever question comes, you can actually think about it and try to do it, you have to be mastered in. Okay, you have to master DSA. And how do we master DSA? Okay, how do we master DSA? How do we define that this topic should be in module 4? Anyone wants to explain why these topics are in module 4? Anyone, any idea why only up to 3 we had module 3? I know you might don't know. I'm just asking you to guess it. Why do we have these topics in module 4? Because they look complicated, right? Yes, Gaurav.
No, because we need to understand the basics.
Yeah. So it looks like it is very complicated. So if we are going to understand the basics, it will take a lot of time, and we don't have that time. And it's like, I don't know, it will take, it's just that there is some knowledge gap. That's it. Once, if I like, no, honestly speaking, once you go in depth, it will be very easy to understand. If you know the basics, if you know the fundamental of those topics, how those data structures are building themselves, how we have to use it, okay? That's very easy, okay? Like, you'll feel like, oh, I was very much afraid with this topic, and it's very easy. Nothing here. We just have to understand the concept. Understanding concept is very easy. So for some of you, tree might, like, no, in the beginning you might be thinking, no, tree is very difficult, and how like, no, what is this here? So many abstractions layers, and we have to virtually think of those things. So like, it was a common question, right, when you started tree. But now, I won't say all of you, but some of you might be very much confident in tree, right? They are like, koi bhi question de do, we will do it. What do you say? And doing tree questions actually help you in recursion as well. You'll agree with me, right? So to practice recursion, tree questions are the best one, which is what I personally feel. Just a sec. Okay, yeah. So yeah, so it goes like this. Initially, we feel like it's a very difficult topic, or it's a topic, like, no, which we won't be able to understand. So let's keep it aside and let's focus on everything else. But those are the topics which make a difference between a 10 lakh LPA package and a 30 lakh, 40 lakh LPA package. These all are the topics. Big company. So as I told you, you can expect questions from tree or like those, right? But when I was telling that now, that was not for the company. That was not for man companies. Those were normal companies, 6 lakh, 10 lakhs, 11 lakhs, 10, 12 lakhs, not more than it. If a company is offering 20 lakhs, 25 lakhs, they're not going to ask only up to tree, okay? Let's make it clear, okay? Write it down somewhere. They may ask something up to tree, but it's higher chance that they'll ask questions from DP. Then they'll ask questions from Heaps. They'll ask questions from graph, okay? DP, you can expect a lot. DP questions are like, you can expect a lot DP questions. DP are the most frequent topics. So what do you know about DP, guys? It's like, some of you might think DP is making tables and filling the data and that's it, right? Some of you might think that. Initially, I used to feel like that. So yeah, Vikas, very good. One quick question, okay? Firstly, we'll discuss about DP, okay? One quick question. How many of you know to identify? Okay. Yeah, one quick question. First question is, there are two questions. First question is, when can we apply DP? Can we apply DP in all the questions, or is there any particular scenario where we can apply DP? Anyone wants to unmute and speak? Yeah, anyone can speak. When can we apply DP? A simple question. When should we apply DP? Yeah.
So basically, it's dynamic programming. That means we don't have exact set of values at the same time. It might change. It's very dynamic. Like with respect to time, the input might change. So so our code should be in such a way that it should handle those cases, and it also update and then again reset the output with that respect. It's like, let's say, for simpler terms, I'm saying sub-array question or so in sub-array, we maintain an array, and at the same time, we try to retrieve the subset of that. So it's like a dynamic kind of concept.
Okay, so I'll repeat the question. It's okay, Ron. Whatever you said, that's partially true. I'm asking, when do we use DP? When should we use DP? How do we identify that this question should be done by DP?
Am I audible, sir? Hello?
Yeah, you're audible.
Sir, when we have overlapping subproblems in the question.
And how do we identify whether we have an overlapping subproblems or we don't have?
Sir, we can draw a recursion tree.
That's great. Very good answer. Anyone else have any other answer?
If there is a way to achieve any number of ways to achieve a target, in that we can use the DP.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, it's okay. Yeah, got it. So what Shivam said now, we should have overlapping subproblems, right? Anyone wants to explain what is overlapping subproblems? Other than Shivam, anyone else want to explain what is overlapping subproblems? No one have the answer to it?
Segregating large problem into the smaller one.
Yeah, that's okay. Overlapping subproblems, what is it? Overlap. Good, Chaitra, you said right. What you said, that's right. Yes, Vikas. Great. You can speak up also. Okay, you don't have to be silent.
Excuse me. Yeah. May I?
Yeah, you can.
So basically, it's like a property of DP only, and it's used when we need a solution again and again. So it kind of follows along the divide and conquer idea that okay, we are breaking it into sub problems and then we need the results again, but we don't want to recompute them to save the time.
Good. Yeah. So basically what happens now, overlapping subproblems are, let's say, we want to calculate Fibonacci series, okay? We want to calculate Fibonacci series, okay? Okay, should I show you on blackboard or should I use a digital marker here? Okay, let's just go verbally. So what happens now, sometimes for Fibonacci series, okay, let's say, what is the third term? For third term, we should know the second term and first term, right? Then only we can calculate third term, right? Because third term will be equal to the sum of second term plus sum of first term. Anyone disagree with me? Okay. So for third term, we have to calculate the answer of second term and first term. Then only we can calculate the answer for third term. Okay. And for fourth term also, we have to calculate the answer of third term and second term, right? So second term is overlapping, right? For third term, for calculating the third term answer, we have to calculate the answer for second term, and for calculating the answer for fourth term, we again have to calculate the answer of second term, right? I'm giving an example. So this second term is a overlapping problem, right? We have to calculate it 2 times. Do you understand? For finding the answer of third term, we have to calculate for second term also, and for finding the answer for fourth term, we again have to calculate the answer for second term. So it is overlapping. We have to calculate it 2 times. Sometimes we have to calculate 1,000 times the same problem. Okay. So we don't want that. Okay. Let's say we have calculated the second term and we know the solution for second term. This is the answer. So we can store it somewhere. And next time when we need to calculate the second term, then we should not calculate it. We should just see where we have stored it. And from there, we'll just directly get the answer for that term. We don't have to recalculate it. Do you understand? That's all. This is the DP. Okay. Whenever we see a overlapping subproblem, okay, we have to apply DP. And what we do in DP, whatever subproblems are there now, we will calculate the answer for them once, and then we'll store it somewhere. And next time again, if that subproblems come, subproblem come, then we won't be calculating it again. Okay, we will be just seeing it. Have we stored it? Yes, we have the answer for this subproblem. We have stored it in this array or in this matrix anywhere. So we'll just get that answer and we'll just return it. That is, you know what we are doing? We are not recalculating that subproblem. Okay, so we have stored the answer for that subproblem, and whenever we need to recalculate it, we'll just return that answer. Did you guys got a basic understanding? So, okay, this was the first question. Okay, now second question. I am not teaching DP, right? I'm just asking. Okay, I'm just understanding how much you guys understand. Second thing, okay. How do you identify subproblems? Shivam told the answer, but still I want to ask this question again. How do you identify whether we have overlapping subproblems or not? How do you identify do we have overlapping subproblems in these questions, or we don't have? Good, Jagannath. Anyone wants to speak? Why you guys are afraid of speaking? If you want to speak, how will we be attentive in the class? You should be just active in the class, involved in the class. That's it I want. Coffee is very bad here. I'm really sorry. Actually, I took an espresso because I was feeling like no sleepy, and I cannot drink it now. Okay. So only Chaitra, Jagannath, Shivam, because these all are active students in the class. What about others? Why are you guys so silent? It's okay. We're just trying to interact. I'm not taking your test. Whatever you know, you can speak wrong also. It's okay. Just speak up. How will we proceed in the class if we don't know each other? Speak whatever you think. That's all I'll know now. Like what you are like, what you are thinking right now. How do you feel about the DP? In what direction you guys are going? So if you're not speaking, it's your loss. Whatever you feel, you can. It's okay. You just give whatever answer you need. It may be wrong also. Just speak up. It's okay, Bharat. Okay, you know nothing. That's why you are in module 4. You will know something after module 4, definitely. Okay, Sanjay, don't worry. Okay. If you don't know the answer, if you don't want to debate here, okay, Shivam, you want to explain? If you are here.
Sorry, sir, what I need to explain?
How do we identify that whether we have an overlapping subproblems or not?
Sir, we can draw a basic recursion tree calls, and then we can identify that a subproblem has been repeated in the recursion. So
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. So it may not be making sense to so many of you because we are new to it. But what he's saying actually, he's saying whenever we need to identify whether a question, a problem has overlapping subproblems and we can apply DP or not, we have to make a recursive tree. Okay, recursion tree is always common for all the problems. And if in recursion tree, we are calling recursion for same, for same data. Let's say let's say for calculating Fibonacci series again, we are recursively calling to calculate a Fibonacci series of 2. And again, from some other subproblems, we are again calling it for 2. So we see this function for calculating 2, we have already called here, and then we are calling it again here. So these same functions are called 2 times or multiple times, more than 2 times. So that is how we identify that we have overlapping subproblems. When we solve questions, you will understand it more. Don't try to think, just don't think it's very tough or something. It's very easy. We just have to make a tree and we see, yeah, these problems are calling, these problems are actually calculating more than one time. So we'll have to optimize that. We have to store the answer for that. That's it. So the answer is we have to make recursive tree, and using recursive tree, we can identify whether we have overlapping subproblems or not. And if we have overlapping subproblems, we have to apply DP. Applying DP means we have to calculate the answer only once and then store it somewhere. Next time we don't have to recalculate it. We'll just use the stored answer. Okay. Does it make a bit of sense? Okay. Now last question in DP. Okay. Last question. Yeah. What is how do we memorize a subproblem? Memorization means, let's say we know this is a subproblem. We want to store the answer for it, because if if this subproblem is called again, then we will just return the answer which is stored. We will not recalculate it. That is what memorization is. Memorization is storing the answer. Let's say we have the answer for third term of a Fibonacci series. We want to store it somewhere. So how do we memorize it? That's a big question, right? That is the most important question. How do we store the answer? Let's say we have calculated the answer for a particular subproblem. Now we want to store it so that we don't have to recalculate it. Anyone know how to memorize a DP problem? How to memorize a recursive? Let's say we have a recursion question. That recursion has overlapping subproblems. Now we want to memorize those subproblems. Any one of you know how do we memorize it? Anyone? Yeah, Umesh, you want to speak? Okay, anyone wants to speak and tell me how do we memorize a subproblem? Memoirs, you know, no memoirs, it where we had just have to store it somewhere. The answer of it, we have to store it somewhere.
So, sir, first of all, we can make a matrix based on the changing parameters. And then before recalculating the subproblem, we can actually put a check that if the problem is already been computed, then we can return the stored answer. Otherwise, then we will compute and store it in the DP.
How do we know it is? How do we check it whether it has calculated or not?
Let's take the example of the Fibonacci series. So we can put a check that if DP of the number, let's say DP of 4 is not 0 or not -1, so then we can return the answer. Otherwise, it is 0 or -1, whichever the value we have stored inside the array. So then we can compute it again.
Okay. So you're saying you have to call a hash map or something like that. Okay. Sorry, you said that we have to call a matrix. Okay. But let's say if 3 variables are changing, then how do we identify which data structure we have to use? Okay, if 2 variables are changing, we can use a matrix, right, to store the answer. But let's say if 3 variables are changing, we have 3 parameters in our function. Then how do you which data structure you take to store it?
I'm not sure, but I think hash map.
How do we do it? Any idea using hash map?
No, I don't have any idea about it.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay. I was also expecting you did a decent answer. You gave a decent answer. Let me just someone is calling me. Just a second. Just a second, guys. Yeah, sorry. Where were we? Where was we? Okay. Now, yeah, where are we? Okay. Now this is a quick introduction about DP. Okay, so DP is very easy. Very easy. We just have to learn 3 things. First thing, we have to identify whether we have overlapping subproblems. Okay. Then for that, we have to learn what is a recursive tree, because if we don't know the recursive tree, we won't be able to identify whether we have overlapping subproblems or not. If we know these 2 things, we just have to memorize it. Okay, these 3 things we have to learn. Okay, that's all about DP. Then you will be able to solve almost all the questions. You don't have to go for making that matrix and storing. That is not DP. Okay, where you make that matrix and all. DP is only done through recursion. We just memorize the recursion. That's it. Okay, that is the original DP. Do you agree with me, guys? Always, if you want to do a DP, always try to make a recursive code and then memorize it. That is the DP. Okay. Yeah. Now, when we will learn about DP, I'll give you a lot of playlists. Okay, you will learn a lot from them. Those playlists are best. Okay, now here comes heap. Anyone wants to explain what is heap? Anyone wants to give a brief introduction about heaps or anything? No clue. No one wants to give anything? Sorted order storing.
It's a tree-based data structure. So it's like a complete binary tree.
Okay, it's like a complete binary tree. What is complete binary tree? Anyone? Yeah, Bharat, you are speaking something.
Yes,
No
sir.
one knows. Yeah.
Hello. Sir, it's a type of tree in which all levels are filled, but except the last level. In last level, the element should always present at left only. Sir.
Great.
How many must be present at left side of the equation?
Absolutely correct. Good, Bharat. Okay, yeah. Now, so someone said ki heap uses a complete binary, okay? And what is heap? Again, I'm asking like any basic definition of heap. What is it? Just want to understand what you guys know, how much you know. Just getting understanding. If anyone knows, just let me know. What is heap? Like all those things.
Sir, basically heap is sorted ascending order or descending order, but not like tree. Tree is sorted by left and right wise, and the middle element, BST I'm talking, the middle element is the node. But here concept is different. Here the, let's say, largest element is on the top, and every element below it will be smaller than it. That's the rule. Otherwise opposite also can be done. So this is the specialty of heap. And second is its insertion and deletion is also like that. Means whenever we're doing it have to adjust that rule of sorted order.
So you said it's like sorted array, right? We can say. So what is the difference between set or a heap? We can use set for that, no? Set is also sorted. So what is the difference between them?
You are saying tree set?
Yeah, tree set.
So basically, we have very interesting combination of getting a child or parents here in heap. Like, I don't know exact formula, like doubling and then -1 and plus kind of, there is a combination of here, like let's say we are on a root. So we know that if we double it and -1, we will get its child. The formula, I don't know exactly, but it's something like there is a relation in between that sequence. It's not random.
Okay, anyone else want to say? If heap is all about storing element in sorted order, then why do we not take tree set? Why do we take heap? Anyone, you can say wrong or right. It's up to you. I won't say, okay, I'll not tell whether you said right. Just speak.
The heap is represent, but store the data in
Yeah, Imran, your voice is not audible actually. So,
basically heap is the tree and
okay, I had to mute you, Imran, because your voice, well, so many noise are coming.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, Karan.
Sir, so in heap, we actually do priority set according to ourselves, sir. Like we use priority queue here, that keyword, sir. I have learned a little bit about it. So we will set the priority according to ourselves, in which way we have to set the order, like on basis of rank and all, we set the order. So in that way we use it, sir.
Any idea how do we do it? Any example?
Maybe using an array.
Okay, I did not ask about it. It's okay. I did not mean that. Okay. It's okay. I got an understanding. You guys know basics. Do you know what is max heap, min heap? Anyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Tell me, please.
So in max heap, our first root node is the maximum, and all the elements down it are minimum than it. It's child node actually. And in min heap, first node element is the least, and all other are the higher element than it.
Got it. Got it. Yeah, got sort of understanding. If I ask you, do you know heap sort? Do you have any algorithm in your mind? Any algorithm? What is heap sort? What is heapify? You know, those things. Anyone? Yes, Ankara, don't worry. I'll teach from basics only, okay? Don't worry. We'll be learning from the basics and we'll be growing together. We don't want to be in a hurry, okay? Take your time, no problem. Okay, so where was we? So when we will learn about heap, I'll tell you everything. Right now I just want to listen from you guys. Okay. Okay, so in graph, how many of you know what is graph? How many of you know about graph? Let me know that.
Basically, the graph is the collection of vertices and edges.
Okay. How is it different from tree? Tree also have, you know, like childs, no? So graph also have childs. So what is the difference between them?
They are not cyclic. It means we cannot go from child to parent. There is no parent node in the tree. But
There's no
in the
parent node in the tree.
in a simple tree, there is no parent node, so we cannot go from a child node to a parent node. But in a graph, we can go from any node to any node.
Good. Okay. Now, okay, so you guys have good understandings. I feel you know basics. Okay, yeah. So these all other topics, these are the major topics which we will be covering. There will be some small topics we will add on, maybe. I'm not sure about them right now, but these are the major topics. Okay, so guys, it will be very much knowledgeable for you guys if you deal it in the class. Okay, that's how it will go. You will feel like they are very complex, but once you solve it with me, once you know the fundamentals of those topics, it will be much easier. Let me tell you, it is much easier then. Okay, so you don't have to worry about it. You just have to be with me in the class. I'll make sure you guys understand it and you guys like no don't get confused. Okay, now so I'm right now giving a disclaimer that you will feel a bit difficult in the beginning. You'll feel like it's very complicated, very complicated syntax, and it's very difficult to like make heap functions, heapify. It's very complicated to memorize the thing, but it is not. Once you know the fundamental, just have to give, I think 2-3 classes, 2-3 days you just have to give on this topic and you will get a much more better understanding. And it's not, you don't have to totally depend on the classes. Okay, I'll try to clear the basics, but you have to do self-study. Okay, self-study is the most important part. Okay, that you have to do. How do we grow in life? I'll tell you. When I was in college, I not knew anything about like no heaps and all. I was very much scared about those topics. I just listened the name and I was like, oh shit, heap इतना tough है यार, कभी सुना नहीं, इसका मतलब बहुत tough होगा. I was like, I just used to scare with the name only. Oh, it's heap, it's DP, it is graph. But when I got to, I like someone taught me. There was some teacher. He taught me. He was actually a senior. Then I felt like it's very easy. I don't know for what reason I was moving away. It's very easy. If you know the basics, it's very easy. It was like that. Now, this is the pattern you have to follow. Okay, this is the pattern you have to follow. And when I was in college, I did not have anyone to ask about these topics. But fortunately, you are in AQ job, so you know you have your mentors. Okay, so I am from Aligarh Muslim University. I did my BTech in computer engineering from there. I have done my diploma in computer engineering. Then my BTech is also in computer engineering. Okay, then I worked in delivery. Currently, I'm in. You guys know, right? That's all. Now, yeah, when I was in college, I did not have any seniors, anyone to ask these topics. So what I do now, I was like, I used to skip the questions. Okay. But I remember in one interview, the company name was Optum. I got a question from DP, basic DP questions, but that was a very unique question. But we can only solve it if we know DP from fundamental. But I could not solve it. I just do it a recursive code. I did not know how to memorize it, and that's all. I was not selected. So at that time, I felt very bad and tried to do DP by myself, graph by myself, heap by myself. I decided that I'll learn the advanced topics also. I decided, but I tried to learn it. It was very difficult for me. I used to give two days on each questions. A single question was taking 2 days, I remember. And when I was not able to do it by myself, now I tried to see the solutions of others on lead code or GFG. I was not even able to understand the solutions. I was thinking how even this solution is working. This solution is very small, only 10 lines, and how it is working, such a complicated question. I was like, this man have written a wrong code and this man have done some hack to get it passed. But after some time, when I got to understand, oh, this is what it is doing, I was like, oh shit, it is a very easy code. You know, it goes like this. I did not have anyone to ask. I did not have anyone to learn DP and do the questions. I did it by myself. Okay, we were friends and like. But you are in AQ job, fortunately, so you have me. I'll try to clear your doubts. I'll try to tell you from basics. You have your online, like uh, live sessions also there, not live doubt sessions. You should use it a lot. Okay, that is the best thing which you have right now with you. That will, this is the time where you should use them as much as you can. It is for you. If you are not using it, it's your, like, matlab, you're just not using a very good resource. You should use it as much as you can. Do you have like live dot sessions, right? Let me know if you don't have. Coffee. You have it, right? Great. So make use of it as much as you can. That will help you a lot. Now, okay. So that was the basic understanding. You have to use your live dot sessions. You have to be attending the class daily, and you have to focus on self-study also. If you do these things, definitely you'll learn a lot, and you won't feel like, oh, it is very tough and it is not understandable. It's very understandable, but only if you follow these 3 steps. Now, okay. Let's say you want to make notes. Okay, how do we do the DSA is not a very small topic that we can make notes of, right? It's like an ocean. We cannot make notes of everything. How do you decide which topic you have to make notes of? Okay, so you can just I'll suggest you can just make a folder in your computer. There you can have some standard codes. So what do you mean by standard codes? Standard codes goes by standard solutions. Let's say we have, you can, if you search on lead code, there are 150 standard questions which are very much frequent in interviews. So those 150 questions you have to solve. And for those 150 questions, actually those questions are very much different from each other. That's why they will cover all the topics. So if you do those questions, it's a high chance that in an interview you will get a variant of those questions. Maybe you may not get a exact same questions, but you will get a variant. I'll share with you. Okay, just anyone just make a WhatsApp group and add me there. I'll give my number, and we'll share from there. We'll do everything. I'll share the updates there, whatever updates is there. Okay, and also I will share the resources, whatever I have. Okay, guys, who will do it? Tell me who'll Rohan. Uh, okay, Bharat is saying. Bharat and Rohan, you guys can decide. Okay, Rohan, great. Just do it. Okay, Rohan, just do it. Just make sure everyone is added, and please add me as well. And whatever students are there, 30 I can see here, but I think there must be some more students. Add it. Okay. And I'll be sharing resources there. I'll be sharing everything, whatever we are doing here. So yeah, you guys have to see that group. Maybe there's whatever update is there, I'll update there. Now, So note, I was telling about note, right? So how do we make notes? So we don't have to make notes for each question, right? We have to make notes for topics. What do you mean by topics? Let's say if we talk about tree, how much topics we have in trees? Some questions, like those are very tricky questions. Like, let's say we have to print the path of a binary tree. We are given a binary tree. Let's say we want to print the longest part from root to leaf. So these questions are a bit tricky. Okay, so maybe you can forget it, right? So you should just write a small Snapchat, like a snap code. A snap code in your anywhere in the folder. In your folder, you can make a tree folder. Inside tree folder, you can just snap it as a printing path from root to leaf, and you can put that snap. That's it. So you'll have an idea. Oh, this is the small function to print the path from root to leaf, longest path actually. Let's say we have a question like printing diagonal sum of a binary tree. That you can forget. You can do that. It's up to you. Whatever you feel you can forget, like forget in future. You can make notes of it. It's not up to me. I cannot decide what you should make notes of and what you should not. It's only up to you. Now, let's say we talk about string questions. So there are so many string questions, hash map questions. So this one folder you have, in each folder you can have multiple files based on the questions. So let's say you have an interview in 1 week, so you can just go through the folder once. So you'll have you won't have to give a lot of time, and yeah, sometimes it happens. Now, do you guys know what is DFS BFS? Anyone? Imran knows, and anyone else? Only Imran knows. Yeah, Bharat.
Sir, in trees or
in this one, sir. In trees, we know that depth first search and breadth first search.
Okay, let's talk about graph. Do you know DFS BFS in graph?
No, sir.
Yes, sir. This is the traveler, like a DFS and BFS is the traveler in graphs, is used in graphs, most probably.
Good. Okay, so Rohan have shared the group. Just join it, okay? He's shared the invite. And just 1 sec. Now, okay, so let me remember. Yeah, I'll just tell a brief story about me. Okay, a brief story, how my life grows, how I am here in Amazon, everything I'll tell you. Okay, maybe you can relate with you. Maybe, okay, some of you might relate. That's why I'm telling it. It's not like, yeah, just that because you are in a very crucial stage right now. So guys, let me remind you, you are in a place where you can get a job easily. You can get a job in 10 lakhs, 2 lakhs easily. You can get, because you have already cleared lots of modules. And if you do not a, I'll say not a very small effort, but if you do a significant effort now, it can take you to a very high level. Very high level. There is no like foundation. So I'll tell you, can you guys guess what is the basic package in Amazon for a fresher? Anyone wants to guess? So just a disclaimer, Amazon has increased package for freshers. I think, yeah, 6 months before. No idea? Okay, I'll tell you. It's 45 lakhs. Okay, 45 lakhs is the CTC. In 45 lakhs, the in hand will be 1.5 plus 15.5 plus 31. 32.5 will be in hand. Okay, 32.5, that is in hand. And in 32.5 in hand, rest is all your stocks. Okay, and in 32.5, how you will get it? So in that 15.5 will be your joining bonus, and 15.5 will be your base salary, and 1.5 will be your relocation bonus. This is how it will become 32.5. Do you understand, guys? This is for freshers. Okay, this is for freshers which don't have any job, which are jobless. Okay, and if you already have a job, you will get much higher. Okay, much higher, maybe double of it. So this is how it goes. Eligibility criteria, it depends on the job role. You can just search in the job role in Amazon Job Finder. Sometimes it's computer science in BTech, sometimes it is not. It depends on it. So you can read about it. I'm telling about a software development role. Okay, there are so many other roles. No, you don't have to worry about drop here and anything. This is about Amazon. Similarly, you'll get good package in Microsoft, Google. Okay. Yeah, Abhishek. What do you want? What do you want to repeat? Okay, Satish. So first of all, I'm just an instructor at ACU. I don't know what they do, how they bring companies. I don't know. I'm an instructor. I'll try to teach you topics. That's all. I have recently collaborated with them. Okay. So you don't have to think. You don't have to think like, will they bring a company or not? If you are capable, if you have solved 600 questions on lead code. So let's say if you ask me, you reach out to me on LinkedIn, tell me, sir, I've solved 600 questions on lead code. This is my resume. Send me your lead code profile link. Send me your resume. I'll see if I feel like, yeah, you have a potential. You can crack interviews in Amazon or Microsoft and Google, wherever you want. I work in Amazon. I'll definitely give you a referral in Amazon, and I'll also give you a referral in in Microsoft or Google, wherever you want. I have friends there, a lot of friends. My room partner, we share the same room. He's working in Google as a software developer. So we are good friends. So it's like, you guys have to be that. If you have the worth, if you are so what is the benefit? You might be asking now, like, let's say if I refer you, it's not like I'm doing it for you. I'm doing it for myself. If you get selected, I'll get around 1 lakh rupees. Okay, so it's like that. People want to refer. You just have to be at that position. You have to show them, yes, you are capable of clearing the interview. They will definitely refer you. Okay, more than you, they want to refer you if you are good. Okay, whatever you do on SEO job, that's good, but I just give a hint. I'm just giving you a hint. Solve questions on lead code. Okay, solve questions on lead code as much as you can. Solve good questions. Don't solve any random questions. Solve good questions. Solve daily challenges questions. Okay, solve daily challenges questions which comes in lead code. There is, I think, daily one questions comes in lead code. Do that. Search by interview, filter by interview. Do those questions. Give 1 day, give 2 days. It's up to you. Don't see the solution. Okay, try to do it as much as you can. See, recent layoff. Good question. See, the layoff thing, I thought I'll put some point on it. So what happens in layoff now? It does not come like it will just come boom, or every company is laying off. Sometimes it can come like that if the situation is very bad, but normally it does not come like that. What happens now? It will slowly show the signs. Let's say Twitter is laying off. Meta have they have also declared layoffs. It's not like they'll just lay off everyone. No, it's maybe some 1%, maybe not 1%, even maybe 0.1%. But let's say what I can see from now, let's say in 1 year or 2 years, okay, we may see layoff, we may see recession. Okay, their job job crashes can come, but the safest field right now, which will have the least impact, is computer science and IT field. Okay, so if you are a computer science software developer, you can work from home. You don't have to worry about it. Okay, you'll get jobs everywhere. Okay, you are not going to be laid off very easily. Okay, so don't worry about it. And this is the right time. If you just work hard right now and get a good job in 2-3 months, you are good at it. Okay, maybe after 1 or 2 years, what most of the company can do now, what I feel, they will not lay off, but they will freeze the openings. They will not like bring out new openings. They'll not like post new jobs. They'll just freeze it. So you have to, that will happen, what I can see from now, it will happen in 1.5 years or 2 years. But right now it is nothing like it. So this is the chance. Very easy to get in fine companies. Work as much as you can, quickly get into fine company. That is all I have right now. That is what I feel. You have a very good chance. Just focus here. Work as much as you can. Once you get into a job, no one is going to lay you off. Okay. But if a recession comes, then it will be a bit difficult to get a job in good companies. Going in random companies will be easier any point of time, but going in good companies will become difficult then. Okay. This is what the meaning of layoff. You don't have to worry about it. Computer science, software developers don't have to worry about all those things. You can work from home if you have the understanding. Now, I was telling about the package. So similarly, what happens in Amazon, similarly happens in Google, Microsoft, Facebook. It's normal. You'll get a very much high package, very much high package. So yeah. Now, let me tell you. Similarly, while I was in college, now I used to think similarly as you guys are thinking that if I get 7-8 LP job, I'll be so much happy. I used to pray, sir, like just God give me a 50,000 per month. I'll be so much happy. I got a job. I got a job in delivery. I was so happy. Oh, I got it. It was around 12 LP package. I was very happy. I was like, oh wow, I have the best thing in my life so far. And in very less time, in 1 year only, I was like, "Arey yaar, I'm getting this much less, so much like no, my friends are getting this much. I should." We all are greedy, right? We want more money always. We are like, sometimes we feel like if I get this one, I'll be happy. But once we get it, we are like, oh, we want more, right? It's a common human tendency. If it is not in you, that's great. So, but I had that. Unfortunately, I had a tendency that I want to get more money. Okay, so I thought of a job switch. So I got a startup is there, Apna. So I searched I searched on Google which startup is paying most money. So they gave me the name Apna. Okay, my friend also told me that they are giving whatever money you want, they'll give you. They are like they have a lot of funding, they have a lot of money, they'll give you. Apna jobs karke that those name is. But they need experience, guys. They're not they don't take freshers. So I was experienced. I had experience of 1 year, and there was one more startup, ShareChat. Okay, they'll also give 24 LPA, 23 LPA basic. These are the basic package. Similarly, other than basic, they'll give stocks, bonuses, relocation bonus. That will be about 30 lakhs. So your package will become 50-55 lakhs. It was like that. So I got a job in Apna. I interviewed there. I was easily cleared those rounds. So yeah, I got a job. They gave me around 25 LPA base, and they gave me, like joining bonus, and they gave me stocks also 25 lakhs. I was very happy. I was like, oh wow, I'm very happy. But you might think, in a startup, they'll make us to work a lot. It was nothing like that. Life was going smooth. And I was working there for a while. Then I was like more greedy. I was like, yeah, now I have this much package. If I switch my company, I'll get more package, right? And that Apna, I was not feeling very much like satisfied. It's like I'm just in a startup. I'm just in a startup. If let's say uh, if something happens, like let's say they did not get funding next time, so maybe they can do layoff and not, right? Yeah, so it would maybe I was having some doubt of whether it was not correct actually. Okay, but I had some doubt in my mind. I was thinking, should I try to some other company? Then my friend, he's in Microsoft. He was like, yeah, to try try de. I'm very afraid to give interviews. I don't know why, because I had to prepare for it. That's why. Whenever I had interview before 1 week, I feel like yaar interview then I padho. I don't want that feeling. That feeling has gone already in college, so I don't want to repeat it. But without giving that interview, you won't get job, right? It's nothing. You know where you'll get a job without giving interview. So I was like, Arey yaar. So he was forcing me. He gave me referral in Amazon through his friend. I was like, okay, chalo de dete hain. So I did not learn anything. I did not practice anything. I just got in the interview. So it was like 4 rounds, easy questions, 3 questions, heap questions, easy questions. I was done with it. I was selected and I got a way much package than I was getting in Apna, because they see whatever you are getting, they'll give more than it. I won't say what it is because I'm already working here. So it's not, we cannot disclose it. If I leave Amazon, then I'll tell you. Right now I can't tell. Okay. So I got good amount package and I was like, okay, now I'm happy. Now I'm like, now I feel satisfied with my role. Now I feel like I'm in Amazon. I'm in good company. I'm learning new things. In Amazon, there is a lot of learning. You cannot, there is no limit to learn in Amazon. You will be like, oh, wow. Every day you will be learning something new. And that's what we need, right? That is what I want. Being a software developer, what do you need? You just need to learn new things. That's all, right? And that you will get in Amazon easily. So I was getting it, and right now I'm very much happy with my role. So I'm not thinking to go anywhere else right now. So yeah, that satisfaction which you think, yeah, you're getting what, how much money you're capable of, you're getting it, and your role is also good. Whatever you're working on, you like that work, and you should have your learning curve as muchly as you want. So all those things I find here. So I am here. Okay. So this is how life grows. When I was in college, do you remember I told you I was very much happy with getting 50,000 per month, getting 7 LP, 8 LP. I was like, this is my dream. Just give me this, God. I'll be so much happy. Okay. From there, I reached here. I feel like, yeah, I was very much greedy. But yeah, that's a bad thing. But if you see it from a different scenario, you'll see being greedy is good, right? That is how. If you don't, if you're not greedy, you are not going to, like, no, you will not going to come out of a comfortable zone. You're not going to try new jobs, and you're like, I've seen people from my college. They're working in TCS Wipro from since like, no, since 2-3 years. They're very good there. They're happy there. Whatever they're getting 23,000 per month in hand. They're very happy with that. They're like, yeah, I'm okay with this. So they are not okay with this. They just don't want to come out of their comfort zone. Okay. So I came out of my comfort zone due to my greediness, and I'm proud of it actually. Now now I'm not greedy. Now I'm like, it's okay. Now what I feel, whatever is my worth, I'm getting it. I feel okay with whatever I'm getting, and I want to work. I want to stay here for at least 5 years. So you have to understand where you belong. Okay. If you think you belong in DCS, you're good there, you're good in Wipro, then you're good in Wipro and DCS. If you feel no, you want something, you want to retire early, you don't want to work entire life, you don't want to, like, just earn your bread and butter, you want to earn something which you can make assets, okay, which you can use to, like, to just make a business or do something which can eventually help you to retire early. Okay. It happens. It depends on your thinking. So what I think, I'll work only till 40. After 40, I won't be working. I'll be like, whatever I have, I'll be using them to, maybe I'll invest in a business, or maybe I'll invest in, well, whatever I do. Maybe I take lands, or maybe I make a building and sell the flats, whatever I do. I won't be working after 40. So for that, I have to have a plan, right? And wherever I am, whatever I'm doing, I feel that plan is achievable working here. When I was in previous companies, I did not thought yeah, I would achieve that plan earning this much money. So that is why I was not in comfortable zone. I am here. I'm right now. I'm thinking, yeah, I can achieve whatever I need. So this is what you think. Okay. You have to, it's you only who have to work for yourself. No one else will work for you. Right. So it's your decisions. It's your understanding. Some people are very much happy, 25,000. They're like, it's okay. Whatever I give, whatever I get, I'm happy with it. So it's how you think. Okay. So it's how you think. It's just that what I want to say you, just don't be in your comfort zone. Kick out your comfort zone. Do as much hard work as you can till you reach to a company or to a position where you feel you are worth it. Okay. So yeah, till then, you keep working, keep working, keep working. Okay. You are already in module 4. All you got to do, just to focus on DSA, they will give you the interviews. Asia job people will arrange you the interviews. Some of the interviews you can get it by yourself if you have the profile. You can reach out to people on LinkedIn. Okay. So you're very close. You're very close between 7-8 LPA and 30-40 LPA. So you're very close. Okay. Only I'll say only 1 month close. So for 1 month, if you attend the classes, not only attend the classes, make full use of live sessions, okay, doubt sessions, and then make use of your self-study thing. Self-study is most important here, because sometimes you will feel you understand this topic. Yeah, with DSA, it's possible, Abhishek. It's very much possible. For freshers, they'll not ask anything. They'll just ask DSA, nothing else. Okay, in Google, in Amazon, in Microsoft, I know they'll only ask DSA. They won't be asking LLD or anything. Okay, if you're going for SD1. Class timing will be from 8 to 11, and yeah, so you have to do self-study, because sometimes you will feel like you understand these topics, but if you try to code it by yourself, if you try to do some questions, you'll understand, oh, I did not knew about it. So while coding, you'll understand, oh, these all are the fundamentals which I did not focused while learning the code, but now I am focusing because I'm doing it. So you have to do self-study. You have to read it by yourself. That is the most important part of learning. Self-study, asking doubts in live module. Okay. No, Bharat. I feel like projects are important. You should have some projects. There is no good or bad project. I don't see any good or bad project. Project are good if you have done it by yourself. If you're not lying about it, then it is a good project. Okay. If you don't have any understanding and you have just referenced it in your resume just to show a project, then it is a bad project. That is the definition according to me. And in Amazon interview, they will ask DSA and they will ask behavioral questions. Okay. Don't worry about bit manipulation, because I have not faced any questions from bit manipulation in my any interviews. You just have to read basics about it. You don't have to go in too deep. Just understand the basics. Whatever topics you want, let's say you want to master array, you want to master hash map, just go on lead code, solve 20 easy questions, 20 medium questions, 20 hard questions from that topic. That's it. If it is not possible, then solve 10, 10, 10. That's it. Okay. Not 10 hard questions. Just go for 10 easy questions, 15 medium questions, and then 5 hard questions. Okay. That's how you do it. 10, 15, 5. This is the rule. Now, where I was, I forget where I was. Yeah, you have to do self-study. That's the most important part here, learning with me. And yeah, you have any doubt, guys? Anyone have any doubt? Anyone wants to discuss anything? Anyone wants to just share that experience? Anything? Let me know.
Sir, while we are solving in lead code, right? While solving medium and odd question, spending 45 to 1 hour is worth, sir. Means we are reading them.
Sorry, your voice broke at the end. Can you like?
Hello, sir. Yes, sir. While solving lead code questions, medium and odd level question, means I'm able to spend around 35 to 50 minutes for individual question. Is it okay with that, or we have to speed up in solving that question?
There is no button which you will click and you will speed up. You will speed up when you will have the knowledge, when you will have the understanding. You will slowly speed up. You don't have to see the solutions. There is no button, right, which you will click and you will like solving questions faster. No. Whenever as you will gain the knowledge, as you will gain the understanding, you will definitely speed up by you don't have to speed up. You don't have to do anything for it. You'll
But
naturally do it.
in some questions, there's some odd question, right? Means I'm not able to get the logic. Means what I did was I just go to the after spending a certain amount of time, 1 hour, 1.5 hour time, I'm going for a YouTube videos, means which they thought that means I'm not going to see the code. Just I'm going to understand what is their approach to the question.
So I'll tell you a rule. Okay, I'll tell you a rule. All of you can focus on that rule. whenever you are solving a new question, okay, and let's say you're not able to solve it, then how much time you should give on it? How much time you should give before seeing the solution or before seeing the hint? So you have to, it depends on your difficulty. Let's say if it is an easy question, give only 1 hour. After 1 hour of full concentration, it's not like you saw the question on right now, and after 1 hour, if you're not even tried it and you're just seeing the solution, no. 1 hour full concentration. Okay, let's say you like no, you got some work to do, so that costed some time. So you don't have to add that time, subtract the time, come back, then again continue from where you left. Now you see, okay, 1 hour is done on this question. You try to solve it for 1 hour concentration. Then you try to see the hint. With the hint, if you try to solve again for 15-20 minutes, if you're not able to see it, solve it, then see the solution. Understand solutions, see other solutions, see different kind of solutions, okay? And then try to see the optimized solution. That is how you should do for easy questions. Similarly, for medium and hard questions, both of them you should try for 2 hours, okay, before seeing the hint or solution. After that, you can see follow the same process. That is how you do it, okay? No, Sanjay, that does not matter. No one is going to see your resume. I have not seen anyone seeing my resume.
Sir, then means what happens means I'm going to code the complete thing. Means the code will work for a certain amount of test cases. Means a simple logic error will going to occur, right? While submitting the lead code. Means for some complex inputs, if you get the wrong output means I'm not able to get that specific logic problem. Means when I see the optimized code or in some description code means I'm going to get that thing. Means how to improve that minute error things in the course.
Okay. See what happens now. I remember when I was a beginner in coding, no? I used to submit one question 5 times, 6 times before it was accepted on lead code. I definitely remember them. For easy questions also, it was taking a lot of time. 4-5 questions I had 4-5 times I had to submit it. Sometimes I feel, oh, this test case is not working. Then again I correct my code according to a test case, and then again it failed for another test case. It was very common for me to try at least 4-5 times. Now, right now, it hardly happens ki if I submit a code and that is not accepted. Okay, it hardly happens. Sometimes it happens. I'm not saying it always accepted, but normally it accepted in the first go. So how do you see that change? You have to just gain the knowledge, understanding. You have to learn from your mistakes and move forward. If you're learning from a mistake and move forward, then you are moving to perfection. Okay, so that is how you learn. That is how you'll reduce getting errors in test cases. So that's a process exactly. So you just have to practice a lot. Practice is very important. I'll say solving 2-3 questions on lead code daily is must for you guys right now. I
Sir,
also solve some questions.
yes,
Yeah.
sir. Means we are getting the wrong answer. Means it reflects in the efficiency, right? In lead code, there would be a percentage, acceptance percentage in lead code.
Means in our profile, sir. Is that effect in the future?
No. No ways. That does not affect. If you are having a bad percentage, that means you have tried a lot. You have a lot of knowledge. So it will be a good thing if you can, if I see a profile, I see, oh, this person have tried a lot. Only 30% or 40% questions he have solutions are accepted. So I'll feel like, oh, these guys have tried a lot and these guys have not copy and pasted the code. This guy have done it by himself. So I'll be impressed with that. So it goes in the right way. It's going in the positive way. What I feel personally. But no one sees that. They just see how much questions you have solved. If it is if it is very much high acceptance, that means you have copied it. So they might not refer you. But if see it's like, oh, you have tried it, and they might just explore around some questions, what solutions you have submitted. So in that way it goes.
Okay, thank you.
No. Anyone wants to ask anything? No one have any doubt?
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
So usually I always try to solve like medium questions, and very rarely I try to solve like in hard questions. Very rarely. So actually, I always get very exhausted while only medium questions. So does it mean that I'm just good at medium questions? Because sir, I took lot more time also while during solving the this medium level questions.
That's okay. That's okay. See, in medium also, there are some partitions. So there are some easy medium, there are some medium, there are some difficult mediums. So sometimes you might not be taking much time in solving is medium questions, but sometimes you might be taking some times, right? So it goes like that. Okay. You might be agree with me. Sometimes it won't always take time to solve a question. Sometimes it can take a bit of time. See, taking time is not an issue right now. Taking time is not an issue. It's just that you should give a lot of time. Give 10 hours time a day solving questions. Okay. So it's easy. It's not a bad thing if it is taking more time to you and you feel like exhausted. Take some rest, get a coffee, and then start again after half an hour if you feel like that. It's just that you have to increase your sitting time. How much time you are sitting in front of a screen to solve the question, that you have to increase. Okay, on that you have to work. So when you will get comfortable in medium questions, when you feel like, oh, I have solved these questions, now I have the understanding, I have the basic understanding on this topic, then for that particular topic you can go for hard questions. In that way it works. There is not a problem in like in getting exhausted or feeling oh, this question is very tough. All the questions are tough in the beginning, so there is no problem in that. That's the process actually. Anyone else? Zed, these are very important in interviews. These are very important. You can, let's say if you're getting 20 questions in interviews, 5 of them will be from trees. That is my guarantee, if they are for good companies. Got it? No, graph you should know basic only, not very advanced. Graph you should know how to do BFS, how to do DFS. And yeah, you should know how to write code of them. That's all. Then you should just solve some questions. Those are very important. That's all. Nothing else you want to do on graph. Normally you hardly get questions from graphs, but there will be some implement. It's not like you won't get it. You can get it. So whatever is the chances, you should know that. That's it. You should not neglect anything. It's hardly three weeks, Gaurang. Maybe 1 week for Heap, 1 week for DP. Maybe DP can take more than 1 week. Then 3-4 days for graph. That's it. Yeah, someone was saying something. Someone was saying something. I interrupted. Sorry for that.
Sir,
no doubt. Yeah.
Sir, do we also need the good grasp on like operating system on theory part and also in database? Do we need in good skills in this things also?
No, you don't need good skills. You just need basic of these topics. So what is the topics which you need? Just write it down. First is DBMS. So DBMS basics you should know. Oops, basics you should know. And operating system. Yeah. These 3 topics you should basics only you should know. You can read articles from GFG. You will get a basic understanding. That's it. That's all you got to know. For DBMS, you should know about SQL and all a bit. Okay. So you can read about SQL, what is SQL joins and all. You can do some questions. That query can come sometimes. It's very, very rare, but as I told you, you will be confident only if you know everything. So you should know the basics. You should not be like, oh, I'm listening to this topic for the first time. I cannot say anything. It should not be like that. Resumes are important, projects are important, okay? But those are secondary. Firstly is your DSA skills. In my case, whatever interview I gave, no one asked me questions from resumes, frankly speaking. They were just interested in how I solve the questions, how much understanding I have. They don't want to understand what I have done in past. But it will not happen with everyone. They can ask you questions from your projects also. They can ask you some leadership principles also. In Amazon, it's very common, leadership principles. They can ask you some resume questions also. There is no... Yeah, if after your BTech, if you have a gap, let's say you work somewhere and you got dropped, like, let's say you worked in a company for 1 year and then for 1 or 2 years did not work anywhere. This was it. Yeah, sorry. Okay, so let's say you worked in a company for 1 year and then you stopped working, like you're not working anywhere. So that can cause some issue, okay? That will show, oh, you don't have no job. So that will raise questions. But let's say if you are working in a mechanical field and then you have a gap and then we are moving to a computer field, then you don't have to answer anything. You can say, I took a time out to practice, to make myself ready for moving into computer field. So I took some time out and I was preparing for it. So you can say like that, okay? But if you are switching in same field and you have gap, then you should have a good reason for it. That's it. A gap between 12 and BTech or after BTech and job, there is no issue in that. It happens. We're not we don't bother about it. Got it, guys? So I'm thinking we should start learning Heap, but I'm thinking we should start from tomorrow. What do you say, guys?
So just a small question. Sorry for the background noise.
No problem.
So basically, I have come across a lot of job opportunities on the Amazon portal itself, which are requiring the students from the technical field, be it BTech, MTech, be it BCA or MCA. So when it comes to a student of the BA field, even if I have the skill set or I'm able to solve the questions of different levels, how do I overcome that hurdle or that basic parameter of them itself, that where they shortlist according to, okay, who is the person from this course versus this course?
Honestly speaking, if you are a BA student and they want a BTech student, there is nothing you can do to overcome that. You are the only option remains here. You do a BTech that you won't do, right? That does not make any sense. So you have to search for a job which does not require BTech. That is the only thing which you can do. So you search for it that does not have a requirement of a graduation in bachelor's in technology. Then you can go for it. There is no other option. And sometimes it happens once you have a job, okay? Let's say you're already working as a software developer in some company. So you have, let's say you have some understanding, you know how to make software. That is a good company, let's say, okay? Now, when you are switching your job now from that company to any other company, so whatever background you had, that does not matter. They'll not see from which background you are coming. They will just see, oh, you have already experience in software developer, so they want you. That's it. They won't see from which college you're coming or from what background what have you done in your college. They'll not see. They'll just see your experience. So after a certain amount of time, it does not matter. Okay, it does not matter from which college or for what background you're coming. It's okay for that. So it happens like that. Just have to get one job. After getting one job, it will be easier to get the second job based on the first job.
Okay, sir.
Okay, guys. Anyone have any other question? Any feedback for me, guys? Anything which you felt bad today or you felt I was missing? I will happy to hear that. No feedback? Thank you, guys. Satish, I'll suggest you just search on GFG and try to figure out what Heaps is. Okay, you can watch any lecture also on YouTube. There is no particular article or video which I'm loving right now for Heaps, so I won't share anything. You can search by yourself. Whatever you like, you can read that. I did not gone through any Heap lecture recently, so I don't feel like sharing with you. Yeah. For DP, I know. I share it when I will teach DP. I'll share it for DP. Not 450 questions. It is only 150 questions because, okay. Thank you, Sanjay. Thank you, Akshay. Thank you, Mahesh. Hello, guys. Take rest for today. Okay, we have to start from tomorrow. So I'll tell you again. You have to do self-study. You have to take live doubt sessions, and you have to attend the classes daily. That is the 3 things you have to do. Okay. Tomorrow we'll start Heap. So from Heap we'll start tomorrow, and we will try to cover in 3 days. Yeah, mostly 3 days. Yeah.
Sir, before ending, can you share your interview questions specifically and like just a rough idea so that we can code it today, like just try on it.
Okay, let me remember. I actually forgot them.
Like take with the easiest one, and then by time to time you can add the hardest one.
Okay, so you guys know about trees, right? So I'll give you what 3 questions I got. Okay, I'll tell you. The one question from tree was there is an n3 tree. Okay, not binary tree. There's an n3 tree. That means like there is more than 2 childs. What we got to do in the n3 tree? Yeah, you have to find a diameter of an n3 tree, the maximum diameter, whether it be lying on any like position. We have to find a diameter of an n3 tree. That's it. Okay. That you can try. Now, second question was, I just actually discussed it in the class also. I'll tell it again. The second question is, given a root of a binary tree, that's a binary tree, you have to find the longest path. Okay. And then you have to reverse that path. You have to reverse the longest path of a binary tree. That is the question. It's a bit complicated, not very difficult. It's very easy if you know the basics. So these 2 questions I remember in trees. There was one more question which was asked in Apna. I'll tell you what was that value. Yeah, that question is it was a complete binary tree which have root as 1, left child as 2, right child is 3. So it's like numbering 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6, 7. It is like that. It's a complete binary tree. What we got to do there? I don't remember that question. Yeah, I remember it was a complete binary tree. It was numbers. Yeah, I got it. I got it. Good, Rohan. Very good. Exactly. We are given a node. Okay, let's say it is 10. We have to find, is this 10 present in a binary or not? And how do we start? We have to do it in log n time. We cannot take more than log n. So we have to find out whether that node is present in that binary or not. Okay. And you got to do it in log n time. So that was the first question, and then there was one follow-up questions. The follow-up question was like, you have to count the number of nodes in that complete binary tree. How many nodes are there? Okay. You have to count how many number of nodes are there in that complete binary tree. That also you have to do in log n square. Yeah, log n into log n square. So first part is you have to find whether the number is present or not. That you have to do in log n time. Second part is you have to find how many nodes are there in that binary tree, and that you have to do in log n time. Got it, guys? Log n square time. Do you understand now the questions? Try to do these all questions. Okay, we will discuss it when, if we get some time, we'll discuss these questions. Okay, got it, guys? Chalo, guys, all of you take care and enjoy. Let's meet tomorrow sharp at 8 p.m. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Gaurav. Gaurang. Good night, Rohan. Good night, Akshata. Good night, Jatin. Mahesh, Akshata. Okay. Vikas, thank you. Good night, Shoaib. Sanjay. Bye, guys. Take care.